Okay. Thank you so much for joining this session. Thank you for being curious about the Algarve. I will guide you through this presentation for you to know more about the Algarve, about our culture, our hotels, our hidden gems, and please be focused because I will give you some tips for the answers in the end. So let's start. We are located in the southern region of Portugal, in the south of Europe as well. And in the next slide, I would like to call your attention for our two natural parks. In the east side, we have Ria Formosa Natural Park. And on the west coast, you see Costa Vicentina Natural Park. Also, it's possible to see that Algarve is really accessible from many places. We have our Faro airport, but you can also land in Lisbon, which is only 2 hours and a half driving from the Algarve, or you can land also in Seville, just 1 hour and a half away from the Algarve. Please, yeah, I want to show you now our awards. We received the world's leading beach destination last year, and we have been awarded also with Europe's leading beach destination since 2012. I think it's because our weather. In the next slides, you can see that our weather is amazing throughout the year, with more than 300 days of sun per year. So it's for sure all year round destination with warm and sunny climates and mild winters. Now, I will speak about our types of accommodation, and I can assure that there's something for everybody. As you can see in the next slide, no, there's something different here, but no problem. About the accommodation, there's something for everybody. You can choose from resorts, local accommodation, boutique hotels, villas. So there's plenty to choose from. And now that you know more or less where you can stay, I will show you what you can do here in the Algarve. A lot of suggestions and amazing experiences that probably you'll never find anywhere in the world. For example, in the next slide, visiting our caves. This one is Benagil Caves, one of the most famous one. Visit the Ria Formosa Natural Park and the islands. You can spend a day at the island and enjoy the beach, enjoy the small restaurants in the island with no cars. So it's really unique experience. And for example, paddle surfing in our coastline, in our caves. In the next slide, you can see more gastronomic related activities. For example, go to clam picking and oyster tasting, or cooking classes, or food and cultural tours, where you visit historical places and at the same time you taste dishes that are related to that history. So it's really, really interesting. In the next slide, I'm speaking about the nature of the Algarve. As I told you before, we have two natural parks, Ria Formosa and Costa Vicentina, which allow you to enjoy a lot of activities in the nature, such as walking, cycling, bird watching, hiking. So a lot of activities are possible in the nature and of course with our beautiful climate. In the next slide, we have also to speak about golf when we speak about the Algarve, with more than 40 golf courses throughout the region. And we also won this golf destination of the year last year. So for golfers, it's a must see for sure. In the next slide, I'm showing you the spa and wellness facilities. So the majority of our resorts are really prepared for this kind of product, like fitness programs, detox programs, or meditation, yoga, retreats for this kind of clients that are expecting a different experience here in the Algarve, which is also possible and really, really really interesting. In the next slide, some fun in the Algarve. We always recommend you to visit the aquatic parks. There's 3 in the region. Also to see the dolphins in the wild, which is an amazing experience that you can have all year round, because we have several groups of dolphins living in our coast. And for some cosmopolitan experience or more shopping, you can go to the marinas. This one in this image is Villa Moura Marina, which is the biggest one, with a lot of restaurants, bars, and stores for you to enjoy.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. In these images, you can see more ideas of what is possible for you to have an idea that in the Algarve there's an activity for everyone. You can be more active, or you can be more like just chill, but everything is possible and really amazing in the Algarve. Now, I want to show you that you can visit a different beach throughout your holidays. For example, in the west side, the beach landscape is more wild, with dark rocks, and there's waves that are really good for surfing. If you move a little bit to the center west, you have the golden rocks with a lot of caves, as I mentioned before. Let me just stop here, because I'm seeing that there's a message popping that somebody are not hearing me.
Is everyone? Let's have a look.
Yeah, I can hear fine. It's coming through okay through me.
Okay.
Just check your speaker on your settings on Zoom. And it happened to me last week. You just need to maybe have a look at the settings on your Zoom.
Okay, so let's continue.
Okay.
You have the golden rocks with the caves, and in the center you have these red cliffs with long beaches, and finally in the center, from the center to the east, in the next slide, you see that it's also completely different landscape with the Rio Formosa and the islands, wide beaches with like sandy and really wide beaches and islands. So in the next slide, I will start with a little of our culture. You can see in the next one that we always have to mention the food, our fish and seafood based gastronomy. It's a really important element of our culture. Also the high quality wine that we are producing, and we also provide experiences to do wine tasting and to visit the wineries. In the next slide, you can see that we always recommend to visit the castles, visit our Roman and Moorish heritage, for you to know more about our history and where Algarve people comes from. In the next slides, those are examples of our cities and towns. As you can see, they have this cute look. They are not big cities, and it's really interesting to enjoy just a stroll around the city, see the views, and speak with the people that are very kind here in the Algarve. Now, I want to mention about some health and safety. I remember that last year we were considered the 3rd safest country in the world. And now more about the pandemics. In the next slide, I would like to mention that we created a clean and safe stamp for all touristic businesses. So this is really important, because you can be sure that when you see this stamp, you can be sure that that restaurant, that agency or other touristic business are following strictly all the rules to keep you safe in terms of the pandemics. In the next slides, those are examples of what happened last year in the summer. So as you can see in the boat tour, people are going to see the dolphins. They are wearing the mask and keeping the distance between each other. So it's possible to do it, just respect some rules. In the second image, you have the green flag at the beach. So this is a flag system that we have to prevent a lot of people at the beaches. So if you see a green flag, it means that the beach is still available to have more people. If you see a yellow one, it means that it's already close to half capacity of the beach. If you see a red flag, it means that it's already with full capacity. There's no problem about this, because you can try to find a different beach, and you have more than 100 beaches in the region, so it's really easy to find a different one. And an image at the beach for you to see the social distancing that are being respected. In the next one, you see the restaurants and services. It's normal to see this kind of signs in the floor. It's just to say to people to keep the distance. It's normal to see hand sanitizer everywhere, and also at restaurants and stores, you should wear your mask. And at the restaurant, you should wear it also. Just take it for having a drink and your meal. If you're circulating inside the restaurant, you should wear the mask. So now we are coming to an end. So be prepared for the questions. And I just wanted to follow our inspirations. On LinkedIn, we have a lot of B2B information, so it's really useful. All the rules, all the new measures, we always post on LinkedIn, and it's really useful. And on Facebook and Instagram, you find a lot of images, a lot of inspiration for your clients, a lot of hidden gems as well. So please follow our inspirations on social media. So thank you so much for listening to me, and now I'll be available for your questions.